Hi, I'm here in the reseller park in Hall 9 at IFA. And at IFA Berlin, one of the most important things happening here is the introduction of a lot of tablets. And I'm with my special guest, Dr. Rudi Aunkofer, who is the Global IT Director of GfK. And GfK is, of course, where we journalists get all our statistics from about the market, and they help to identify what's going in and out of retail. So I'd like to ask my friend Rudi what he feels about tablets and how this format is going to impact the computer business. Rudi?
Hi, Bob. Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. Tablets are one of the main topics here, but not only here, probably also during the next couple of quarters. So we will see in the year's end business and, of course, also in Las Vegas next year. What we are seeing currently, it's quite a basic approach. We have a mobile computer with 15-inch, with 17-inch. We have netbooks with 9, 10, 11-inch. And now, of course, there is one gap between smartphones and the normal netbooks, which is 7, 8, 9-inch. And here, of course, perfectly tablets and all these mobile internet devices are fitting in.
Rudi, one of the things we're hearing here at IFA is the problem with getting the components necessary to deliver the tablets. How important is that race to bring the tablets to market going to be, and how long of a problem do you think that may be for the retailers to get their hands on tablets?
It's quite difficult to assess, of course, but in the end, markets are beginning somewhere, and there is a certain uncertainty how much quantities are sold, how much demand really coming up. So in the beginning, it was a bit slow. In the beginning, vendors were maybe a bit too cautious and a bit reluctant to jump on this new bandwagon. So probably starting with next year, with this first and second quarter, the market should be in a stage that all the quantities necessary are available.
All right, so Q1, Q2 next year. And what do you think will be the impact of the tablet on the sales of netbooks and notebooks? I saw AT&T was quoted in America saying the $1,000 tablet's going to kill the laptop. What is your opinion of the footprints and how that might play out?
So if we're looking back on the netbook introduction, of course has an impact. It was not really expensive, so there was immediate cannibalism in terms of pricing. If you're looking on all these tablets, they are quite expensive. So in the end, it's not really cannibalizing netbook business. On the other side, of course, if they are becoming full computers, there might be a certain cannibalism with notebooks. Currently, we are not expecting any real one. Usually in the beginning, there are a lot of innovators. There are a lot of fancy people who are just like to get this gadget. And so they are just buying on the top. So probably for this and next year, these are just quantities on the top of the market.
One more point, Rudi, that I wanted to bring up there, because here at IFA there's a lot to do about 3D television and that. And again, there seems to me some far more important things than 3D TV that we should be understanding about what is happening, and particularly on the way the computer side functions. And I know you have some thoughts on that. You want to share some of your thinking about what is important for the computer industry to realize at the moment?
Of course, Bob. I think you're right here. 3D is a nice gadget, but from my understanding, there is a very substantial change of paradigm taking place currently. TVs are getting more and more capable in being online, addressing more or less all this kind of content which was so far only addressable by computers. And of course, then they are directly competing with the computing market, which might affect the IT industry quite heavily.
And again, typing is something we've trained the public to do, to access computer. But if they have a choice, typing is perhaps not the first thing that they'd like to do. And that brings us back to the multi-touch and the significance of that.
Yes, typing is sometimes quite difficult for people. You have always these mistyping issues. You are pronouncing something differently, something is in a different language. So these TV remote control approach, where you have just buttons and in combination, of course, hyperlinks, this would be the most easiest way to access content.
So you would see a family situation where the TV connected would become the primary instrument, so to speak, and then people could have tablets and access through touch and through voice, for example, even. and perhaps not, the classic typing that we know today.
Yes, TV is the biggest screen usually in households, so it's nice for accessing whatever content. And of course, if households are consisting of more than one person, it might be a certain challenge, but then as you are saying,
Yeah.
there are tablets, there are notebooks, and there are all these kind of devices in addition to the main internet window, which might become the TV sooner or later.
And is there anything else in computer technology at IFA that you're watching as GfK? What have you seen as you've gone around? Anything of any interest?
Of course, you have 3D gaming. This is starting, and this might be even more successful than 3D TV. If we're looking into these gaming communities, for me personally, I see a huge impact for the complete IT industry on touch screens for all-in-ones, for normal notebooks, for tablets, for netbooks. So probably touch will be one of the key features for the year to come, independent from any form factor. And this is probably changing software and the attitude we are working with IT today.
I think, Rudi, that's two excellent points, and I'm glad that you brought both up, of course, the gaming aspect and the fact that 3D will be more significant in gaming, perhaps, than even TV, and the fact that the touchscreen, and, that's wonderful. Thank you for calling that to our attention here today.